What is up everyone? I'm Dan the Music Man, and today I'll be doing another music reaction. This time I'll be reacting to and giving my thoughts on the debut album from Trippie Redd, entitled Life's a Trip. Trippie Redd is part of a new wave of rappers who got big on the SoundCloud music sharing platform, alongside the likes of XXX Tentacion, Lil Peep, rest in peace to both by the way, Lil Pump, Ski Mask Slump God, the list goes on really. And Trippie Redd, I wouldn't say I dislike him, I wouldn't say he's great from what I've heard. I've heard his previous two mixtapes before this album got released, the two A Love Letter to You mixtapes. And while I do prefer the first one, the second certainly had its moments as well. There is one song though that stood out in particular from the first mixtape, and that's Can You Rap Like Me. It was a departure from the screechy, waily singing of pretty much every other song of Trippie's that I've heard, and he actually has some pretty good flows on this track. Definitely check it out if you haven't heard it already. And now we've reached Life's a Trip, his debut album, which has two songs on it which I have heard before, and they are Dark Knight Dummo with Travis Scott and Wish, the song that Diplo produced. Now Dark Knight Dummo I haven't heard in full for months, so I don't really remember that much about it. And Wish, I did not like that song at all. Although on this album it has been labelled as the Trippie mix, so it could be better, it could be worse, we'll find out. Now without further ado, let's begin listening to Life's a Trip by Trippie Redd. Now the first song on this album is entitled Together, and I don't think it was one of the singles released. I don't know for sure. There were a few songs released before, like Wish and Dark Knight Dummo. How You Feel was part of a duo of songs. Only How You Feel made it onto the album. The other song was Me Likey, which I haven't heard, but I probably will listen to after I finished reacting and giving my thoughts on this album. I can't remember if there were any other singles from the top of my head. Oh well, we'll have to find out another time. Here's Together. Alright. He doesn't sound too bad so far. There's none of this screechy singing yet. It looks like the guitar playing's pretty nice. Oh no. Oh god. Starting the screeching. Stop. It kind of sounds like when he starts doing this screechy vocal thing that it's like he's in the middle of doing something and then he just like he just raged when he did something wrong. I don't really know what to say, honestly. I mean, I like the production quite a lot, actually. I like the chilled guitar that was playing. But Trippie's vocals, again, I can't really take them seriously. His really sort of screechy, rough vocals don't exactly merge properly with the blissful guitar that's playing in the background there. It sounds like it's going to be another album about relationships, and it's going to be quite intimate. Yeah. Before I move on to the next track, this cover art is interesting. It's sort of reinforcing the trip element of Life's a Trip, because there is a lot of weird imagery going on around here. We've got this head-bodied Trippie with an arm and a leg, a cupcake with lips on it, some moon heads, the Illuminati triangle, a clock with a hammer. This is weird, man. Moving on now, this is track number 2, Taking a Walk. Okay. Don't ruin it, Trippie. Please don't ruin it. Is that it? One thing I am noticing so far in these first two tracks is the production is a lot better than on the mixtapes. I mean, that's to be expected when you're moving from mixtapes to a proper album, but this production is pretty solid so far. I mean, Trippie's vocals, they were a bit hit and miss on that song. Again, I did say earlier that he was a little bit rough around the edges, but I am waiting for a song where hopefully he does sort of stop the screeching and then try and actually sing properly and sound good. The next song on Life's a Trip is the Trippie mix of Diplo's Wish. As I said earlier, wasn't a fan of the song at all. I think it's the worst song on the California EP that Diplo released, because Trippie uses the overused cliche of Kurt Cobain blowing his brains out when talking about suicide, and his vocals are particularly bad on that song. So we'll see what's different in this Trippie mix of Wish. It might be a bit better, it might be worse, let's see. That's why I don't like the song. This bit. Still at it. Is it just me, or is the beat a bit punchier on this version of the song? I don't know. Although the pitched up vocals weren't in the previous version, if I remember rightly. I'm not sure what to think about that. I think the best part of the song's coming again. I'm gonna damage my voice if I do that anymore. I don't think that was any better, that's for sure. I think I noticed a few differences in this version compared to the original. I noticed these car horn synths, I like to call them, that made this sort of that kind of sound. There was a part of the song where Trippie's vocals were pitched up quite a bit, and I wouldn't say it was good necessarily. It might grow on me with more listens, but I don't think this is an improvement over the original. It still had that part of the song in it. Not good. Oh well. I'm going to put the blame on Diplo because he was the lead person on this track. I'm going to let you off, Trippie, for once this time. Okay, so after that track 3, we have track 4, Missing My Idols. Take a vivid picture, no photos. Implement that shit into your mind just so you know though. I'm glad that Trippie's got more of a flow on this track. A bit more like Can You Rap Like Me. But nowadays I really miss my fucking idols. So that's the title. I grab a Bible, pray for my rival, and spit flames while also making it rain. Yeah, hold up. But nowadays I really miss my fucking idols. So that's the title. I grab a Bible, pray for my rivals, dead on arrival. So I'm guessing all of his idols were probably killed in some way then. Biggie maybe, or Tupac, hell, even someone as recent as X or Lil Peep overdosing on Xans. It was a bit of a deeper song on the album, talking about how Trippie, all of his idols more or less were killed. I think this might actually be a song about XXXTentacion though, because just before he died, they had a bit of beef. I think the last thing that Trippie said about X was that he was a bitch after he got killed, and after X got killed, that's what's been playing on Trippie's mind. That could be what the song's about. This song isn't bad. It's like more songs are like this. After that, the next song is Forever Ever. Forever Ever? Forever Ever? Might sample that, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Ooh, Young Thug. This beat's quite relaxing though. There's Young Thug with the mumbling. Sorry, I can't take Thugger seriously. Oh, for God's sake, Bluetooth. Getting cheese, getting mackay. What? You are, because you're called Young Thug. Is that Future as well? Can we just end the song already? Oh. Just as I said that, the song ended. Didn't think that was an amazing track, not one that stood out to me. Young Thug never fails to impress me with his mumbling. Or, when I say impress me, I mean make me laugh. He was probably the best part of the song. I didn't find it all that interesting. Right, the next song, track number something, I've lost, I think track 6 now, is... It's called Bird. Is this an indication of the quality of the song? Well, I don't know because I've not heard it. Let's find out. Trippie. Is that his impression of a bird? Sorry, just let's just pause this for a moment. Was that meant to be a bird? I probably wouldn't be able to do as good an impression of a bird as he could. Stop! God damn, man. I don't know what to say. Trippie's a bird. It's confirmed. Trippie is 100% a bird. Yeah. Alright. We're about halfway through the album now. Moving on now to track number 7. Bang! Which I think might be a sequel to Lil Yossi's Boom from his Lil Boat 2 mixtape. I can't do this anymore. Trying not to be ignored. Spread my wings, I let them soar. He's a bird, I told you. I had no idea. God's sake. Oh no. She gon' let that shit bang for me, yeah. Ooh, she gon' let that shit. When it all comes down, can you call? She gon' let that shit bang for me, yeah. She gon' let that shit. What's going on? What the hell? What are the noises? Oh, I nearly knocked my tripod over. Oh god. It didn't bang in the way I wanted it to. It wasn't a total banger. That's what I was expecting this to be. A total bloomin' banger! Although Trippie did make me laugh with his usual screeching, although it was probably at its peak on this song so far, on this album. We have officially reached the halfway point in Life's a Trip by Trippie Redd. It's been an experience. Track number 8 is How You Feel, which I did mention was one of the singles released before the release of this album. Is it any good though? Because I haven't heard it. Let's find out. Oh, okay. Bit of guitar again. It's like Hendrix is alive. I'm really liking this production, by the way. Trippie is a rock star, although not up there with the absolute greats though. He should be called Trippie Rockstar. Yeah, that was an awful joke. So when's the song gonna start? It's not really going anywhere right now. I can imagine this joining some of the songs from Astroworld in songs that sound great to get high to. Seriously, this is such a blissful, no, not blissful. This is a really sort of hazy and trippy, no pun intended, song, and I feel as though you could smoke a joint to this pretty easily. You know, I kind of wish that Trippie did more with that production because I loved it. It didn't go anywhere though, that's the problem I have. You could do so much with a guitar like that. Actually add a beat to it or something like that. It's a good song to chill out to, or to get high to, I can imagine. I've never been in that situation, so I wouldn't know. No, I could see it growing on me, this song, but for now, I just don't feel like it went anywhere. Well, goddamn, my iPod's on low battery. That's the sequel to Replay by Ayaz. My iPod's on low battery. The next track was the other single that I mentioned was released before this album, Dark Knight Dummo, featuring Travis Scott. And it's a song that I have heard, though I haven't heard it in full for several months, I don't think. I've heard Travis use it in some of his live sets that have been streamed onto YouTube, but that's about it really. Let's relive Dark Knight Dummo and see if my opinions have changed in any way, because when I first heard the song I wasn't crazy about it. I saw it with the video, which I'll admit was actually quite action-packed with all the zombies and everything. But the song itself, I didn't think was amazing, honestly. We'll see if it's got any better for me. Screeching. Good start. Now it's coming back to me. You know what, this is kind of a banger, I'm not gonna lie. It may be a banger, but I feel the production is a little bit all over the place. It feels really blocky. It feels like everything's sort of squashed together and it feels really sort of rigid. There's Travis. Yeah! Funny because it just dropped Asteroid World. I mean, the song was released ages before Asteroid World was, but we knew as listeners that it was going to drop at some point at least. I like Travis's flow on this track. His faster flow fits with a sort of harder beat. It suits him. It sounds almost like a fairground song. It feels too blocky to be an Astro World song, but I could see where it would fit on an album like that though. The next track is entitled Uka Uka. Is that the character from Crash Bandicoot? Ooh. Didn't find that track massively interesting either. It's good to hear though that Trippie is sort of moving away a bit more on this album from the screeching, although he has certainly done it on quite a few songs, but on this song he did a bit more rapping, which is good to hear. Not an amazing track, but not a terrible one either. The next song is called Shake It Up, named after the Disney Channel show. I think it's called Shake It Up. We'll see. It's really rainy outside. Ooh, okay. Shake that pumpkin pie? No, that's not one I've heard before. Yeah, don't judge me, it's a Lil Wayne mug. I've had that for years. Is this the strip club anthem of the album? It's about booty shaking. Shake it like a pumpkin pie. What's that supposed to mean though? How short? How long was that? Not even 2 minutes. It never fails to surprise me. Yeah, a bit of a generic strip club anthem that. I wouldn't even call it that much of a strip club anthem because it didn't really sound that seductive. There was a lot of mentions about backside shaking and all that. Yeah, wasn't that interesting. After that song we have Oomp's Revenge. What the hell is Oomps? Okay, this one's barely 2 minutes long as well.
Every day I keep it real and get that bag, ho, cause that shit up for grabs, ho. Put that on my tab, ho. Jimmy Neutron, I told that bitch to have a blast, ho. Yes, I'm an asshole.
Cartoon references never fail to impress me. Yeah, I like that pretty laid-back beat. Again, it's a bit of a change up from what we've had throughout the album. I mean, the album's not exactly stuck to one specific sound. There have been quite a few trap bangers, there's been a few more guitar-driven tracks. This one's a more sort of old-school R&B, got a more old-school R&B feel about it, which I like. We're already on the penultimate track of this album now, which is entitled Gore. Ow, Gore.
even if it kills me.
Trippie's trying too hard. This is why he sounds like this.
Let the heat blaze.
Bass. Even with Trippie's screechy vocals, I still don't find the song that interesting, I'm afraid. Add that to the list of all the sort of more middle-of-the-road tracks on this album. There are a few of those. Yeah, that song wasn't great again. Another middle-of-the-road track, I think. It's a penultimate track. We'll see if the album really ends on a high note with the next track. And on that topic, here is the last song, which is called Underwater Fly Zone. Not sure what that's supposed to mean, we'll see. Not sure if he's going to go for a sort of more aquatic sound. Hopefully this doesn't mean that the recording of his vocals sounds really muffled and sounds like it was done underwater. I guess we better listen to it. Oh, another guitar driven track. I want to know who does the guitars for this album, because they aren't bad. It's another rolling a joint and getting high track. Oh, Trippie, why did you have to ruin it? Why can't we have nice things? See, this is the sort of singing that I want to hear Trippie do more often. When he's not trying too hard, when he's not screeching. Because this sounds nice. This goes well with the instrumental. I could go to sleep to this. If you remove Trippie's vocals from this, then this would make for a nice sort of bedtime listen. Oh, Trip. Got chills all of a sudden. And again. Since when did this become Trippie Redd ASMR? Okay, I feel this song's gone on a bit long now, which is a shame because it sounds gorgeous. Trippie's vocals aside, this instrumental sounds fantastic. It sounds really blissful. I want to like the song more. That's the thing. And I feel Trippie's vocals, they might sort of only become a minor annoyance with more listens because I absolutely love this instrumental. I really like how this is sort of the winding down conclusion to the album. It was nice hearing him actually just sound normal singing. I don't like it when he tries too hard and ends up producing this god-awful screeching sound. Although I reckon if I am to listen to him more, I could see myself perhaps getting a bit more used to that. But this wasn't a bad conclusion to the album. This is definitely one of the best songs. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, and just like that, the album's finished. What are my overall thoughts though? Well, it was a mixed bag, that's all I can say. There were a number of meh tracks thrown in there. There were a few that I did genuinely like that last track. How You Feel, I felt I would have liked more if it had actually gone somewhere. Dark Knight Dummo, I mean, Travis had easily the best part of that song. His flow matched well with the beat, but the production on that song felt a bit too blocky and rigid for me to like more. And that Diplo song I still don't like very much at all. It's one of those laughably bad moments from Trippie Redd, I think. I can feel my That was not a good idea. It wasn't that bad, this album. I wouldn't say it was that good, but if I had to give it a score, I probably would say about a 5 or a 6 out of 10. I could see this growing on me. I could see myself getting a bit more used to Trippie's vocals, because there are a few moments where he actually does sound alright. Screeching aside, I've said that word quite a lot already, but he just needs to try a little bit less hard in producing the vocals, and it will be better. Thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, a thumbs down if you didn't. Comment down below to suggest more albums that I should react to. Let me know your thoughts on this particular album that I reacted to. Some people might like this more than me, who knows. Anyway, I've been Dan the Music Man, and I'll see you in the next one.